Call to order. You will please stand for our national home prayer. Our national chaplain, Deborah. Uncover.
Good morning, all. Please join me in prayer as far as your faith and your traditions allow. Almighty God, we are honored to join with the National Commander and the great states of Missouri and Wisconsin as we attend this national membership meeting. We ask that all work that we need to do here is done and done in good order. We ask to only work for the greater good of our national home. Amen.
Amen. Recover. Place the flag of our country. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order, arms. Secretary Wickman, will you please conduct roll call of trustees? Please be seated. I'm sorry.
All right, roll call of Board of Trustees. District 1, Keith Jackson. Here. District 2, Art Schoeneman. Here. District 3, Jody Hollinger. Here. District 4, Sandy Crable. Here. District 5, Mark Wynn. Here. District 6, Sissy Borrell. Here. District 7, Annabelle Ferguson. District 8, Jerry Blake. Here. District 9, Steve Van Bergen. Here. District 10, Shirley Fries. Here. District 11, Kim Sloan. Here. District 12, Renee Falk. Here. And our ex officios, Commander-in-Chief of the VFW, Tim Borland. Present. Adjutant General, Dan West. Quartermaster General Mark Garduno. VFW Auxiliary National President Jane Reap. Here. National Secretary Treasurer Ann Pantalakos. Here. And National Home Executive Director Michael Wilson. Here. Mr. President, we have a full Board of Trustees.
Welcome. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Let's begin with starting with the introduction of the guests, which we've already done with roll call, but I'll do it. Would you like to do it again? Stand up, Commander-in-Chief, Tim Borland. Thank you for being here. We have our Adjutant General, Dan West. Quartermaster General Mark Garduno. We have with us the Supreme Commander Dwight Hoare. Boo. And then also we have our National President Jane Reap. National Treasurer Secretary Ann Pantalakos. Sorry. We also have the Junior Vice from the Auxiliary, Brenda Bryant, and our past president, Sandy Oddswire. Do we have any past trustees in the audience? Past commander-in-chiefs? We have none. Will the department commanders and presidents please stand up and give your name and which state you're from? Hey. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I entertain a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes as they were distributed at the floor.
Mr. President, Kim Sloan District is
Jackson, trustee number 1. Second that motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, so ordered. Secretary Glickman, will you please read the National Home Election Ballot Report?
For district, here, for District 6, Michael Rue. For District 10,
Come on up to the mic.
I'm sorry.
Nobody hear you.
We can.
Okay. For District 6, Michael Rue. Thank you, Mike. For District 10, Shirley Freeze.
I declare that the new trustees, Michael Rue, District 6, and Shirley Fair from District 10, duly elected. Also, the board meeting, we elected the following officers. For President, Ann Ferguson, District 7. Vice President, Keith Jackson, District 1. And for Secretary Treasurer, Barry Wickman. At this time, would you please take care of the ballots and destroy them within 2 weeks after the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our National Home Executive Director, Michael Wilson, for his report.
Well, that got here really fast. First of all, welcome, everyone. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm Mike Wilson. I'm the Executive Director. I was hired in January, and it's been a very exciting and interesting 10 months since I got here. A lot of policy and procedure changes, a lot of different things we're doing. But I think the thing that I'm most proud of is we have 17 very engaged trustees on our board. And they're here as often as they can be. They're working hard for the National Home, and I couldn't ask for a better group of trustees helping us out here at the home grow and make us into a better organization. So to the trustees, thank you for all you do to help us here at the National Home. So one of the things we've done, and I want to focus on this just briefly, and I won't take a ton of time, but we spent my first month here strategically planning what our way ahead is here at the National Home. We spent 2 days right here in this room, sweating it out, sumo wrestling, arm wrestling, whatever it took. But we created a great mission and a vision, and I would like to share the mission with you right now. As soon as I find it in this document. So our mission is the VFW National Home assists military veterans and their families with children by creating a foundation of services and resources to achieve their personal and family goals in order to move forward in a positive, safe, and healthy environment. And that's what we do, right? That's what the National Home is all about. And so it was an easy mission to write, though it took us about 10 hours to figure it all out. But it was an easy mission to write because that is what the National Home is all about. That's the words. The other thing I'd like to talk to you about is our culture. It was pretty easy to come up with a value system because we value some pretty strong traits of the National Home. First of all, community. Our definition of community is we're a group of like-minded people striving in a common goal. Our residents, our alumni, and our staff are one community. We work together as one community. We grow, we learn, we laugh, we cry as one community. Integrity, doing the right thing without fear of reprisal or repercussion, being honest and faithful to our cause. Third, and I think most important, veteran-driven, strong and deliberate focus on support for our veterans. Family, a core unit, working together, learning together. And then lastly, accountability, conducting ourselves ethically with honor for those who have served before us. And I think those 5 values in themselves is what the National Home is all about. It's been an excellent 10 months. I look forward to As Sissy Moore will tell you, the next 10 years, she's already made me sign a document saying I won't leave for at least 10 years. Well, maybe she'd make me sign a document, but I do recall some pretty strong encouragement. And so with that, thank you very much for having me. I am glad to be your executive director. I'm glad to be the leader of the team here, the staff, and I consider myself as much a part of the home as any of the residents or staff here on campus, and all of you that are members of our great organization. Thank you.
Okay. Is there any unfinished business? Is there any unfinished business? Is there any unfinished business? Hearing none. New business. Is there any new business? Is there any new business? Yes, go ahead.
Need a screen, don't you?
Well, you can if you want.
Walk around. You can walk around there. It's 5 minutes. You want to sit back here?
Just want to check that out. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call our Executive Director, Mike Wilson.
Well, I'm going to need some help with this. If I could have the National Commander-in-Chief and the National President join me up here. And is the Buddy Poppy girl here somewhere? Come on up and hang out with us for a second. Come on up, Aurora. Want to stand here for a second? Okay.
The shortest one out here.
She's probably taller than
Yeah.
I bet Aurora is taller than her. What do you think?
No.
Yeah. Not this year, but maybe next.
Not yet.
Yeah, stand here with Jane. All right, so I would like to read something to you that was given to me in the recent past. On August 16th, at approximately 16:20 hours, one of our residents, Ashley, was sitting outside with her dogs, and she got stung by a bee. She immediately started feeling dizzy, her throat felt itchy, and her tongue started swelling. She managed to get the dogs inside, but then she called her friend Louisa, another resident. She said, "Louisa, something's wrong. I need to call an ambulance. Can you please come over?" Without hesitation, Louisa hung up the phone and ran over to Ashley's house. At that point, Ashley had 911 on the speakerphone. They were sitting in the dining room table next to Aurora. That's Aurora's mom. So, the 911 operator was asking several questions and was not able to answer all of them because her throat was quickly starting to swell and close. Aurora was able to show Louisa where her mom's EpiPen was. Ashley has an EpiPen due to other allergies. Ashley was unable to show her where the EpiPen was because she was reacting so severely. The 911 operator talked Louisa through the administering the EpiPen. Louisa has no medical background or medical training and has never used an EpiPen before. She was able to successfully administer the EpiPen. Ashley was unaware that she was allergic to bees. During the entire incident, Louisa remained calm. Aurora also remained calm, helped keep the dogs in the living room, and made sure that her brother stayed calm. Aurora also directed the EMS to where to go once they pulled up to the house. Once EMS arrived, Louisa assured Ashley not to worry about anything, that she would watch her children and dogs and take care of groceries until her husband, Ben, could return home. Ben was away at therapy with their other child, Jude. She made sure everything was taken care of. Ashley stated that Louisa is a hero because she saved my life. She made sure my children and dogs were safe and taken care of. All of this was without hesitation. The doctors at the hospital told Ashley that had it not been for the administration of the EpiPen, she may not be here today. So with that, I'd like to ask Louisa to come join us on stage. So we're doing this today because it's really hard to surprise Louisa. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Navy veteran Louisa, who is in which house?
Illinois 2.
Illinois 2, and thank you and congratulate you for being a hero on our campus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Elisa, on behalf of the Commander-in-Chief of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, I'd like to present you with my challenge coin.
And we'd also like to thank Aurora for staying calm and helping out. Just another great reason that she's the Buddy Poppy child. Thank you.
Are there any presentation or remarks from members in the audience? Please come forward. Parade of checks? Anybody have donations? Please line up over here.
I can't hand it to you. It's hooked to the podium. Nope.
No.
We can talk loud. I'll talk loud.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the state commander for the VFW of Wisconsin, and we do contribute throughout the year for Wisconsin, but I have 8 new lifetime memberships to turn over. Thank everybody for being here. She wants a picture. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Faith Alford, President for the state of Wisconsin, and I wish to present you with a check for $100.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, can I have maybe a handshake like right here when the checks are so I can get a picture?
Yeah, stand on the stage, honey. There you go. Yeah, better.
Good morning, I'm Doug Moritz. I'm District 7 Commander from Wisconsin. And we have a donation of toothbrushes and pencils from one of our oldest posts, Burns Post 338.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Moritz. I have a check from the VFW Auxiliary to Miller Hines Post 1866 for $100 from Marshall, Wisconsin.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Linda Nelland from the VFW Post 7591 in Madison, and I have a personal check from one of our newly last year first-time life member, associate, Kelly Kopes for $100.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning, how are you? My name is Mike Woodards from Post 7591 of Madison, Wisconsin. And on behalf of the Military Order of the Cooties, thank you, thank you. I would like to present this check for $500, half for Christmas and half for Halloween.
All right, thank you very much.
Like members.
Hi, I'm Ella Krotsky from Post 664 in Clintonville, and this is for a life membership for one of our members. You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Woodards. I'm with the VFW Day Post 7591 out of Madison, Wisconsin. I'm part of the auxiliary, but this is actually a post check for you for $250.
I'm Janie Owens from Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, post 7591. I'm the auxiliary president, and I have a personal check for $100. And I also have the little bank we found while cleaning, and we filled this up on the way in the bus trip. And my auxiliary put some money in it, but I need the container back.
Hi, I'm Terry Sorens with VFW Post 7591 Auxiliary, Madison, Wisconsin, and I have a check here from the auxiliary for $250. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Helen Stearns. I'm from the Department of Wisconsin. I am the State National Home and Buddy Poppy Chairman, and I brought my bag full of toys, books, and puzzles for the home to use in any way they want.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Randy Agnes, District 9 Commander. On behalf of Post 2204, I'm presenting a check for $200, and Our Ladies Auxiliary has a basket of school supplies over there. Our VFW auxiliaries. Old habits.
That's every time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Did you get it? Did you get a picture? Thank you.
Yeah, it's fine. Hi, I'm Tina Flanagan from Post 664 in Clintonville, Wisconsin. All my Wisconsin buddies out there, right? Okay, yeah. Got it. Well, you have a small check, but everything adds up. This is from on behalf of the VFW Post 664 in Clintonville, Wisconsin. It's a check for $50, so you gotta.
Thank you. Make sure you get the U.S. Army.
Tina, I don't know why your phone just cracked.
Good morning.
Good morning. Judy Northcutt, Department of Missouri Auxiliary President. This is Vicki Garcia. She's our chairman for Buddy Poppy National Home, and her project was Change for Children. So far to date, we've collected $810.
Hello, I'm Sharon Brooks. I am the president of Auxiliary Post 5077 of O'Fallon, Missouri. And we have a change for children that we keep near and dear to us on our counter. So I present to you $120 and some change.
Thank you.
Real good. How are you doing today?
bringing you 2 checks.
All right.
My name is Deb Wilson. I'm District President 12 of State of Missouri and Auxiliary President of Overland St. Anne 3944. I'm bringing you a check for $1,000 for the Children's Christmas Donation Program. And also from the Auxiliary, I'm bringing you $10,000. Our auxiliary has donated $58,000 in the last several years to this organization.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Lena Rhodes, Post 3168 out of Missouri, Auxiliary, and we have a check for $150.
Roger Allison, representing Military Order of Cooties, Pup Tent 12, Grand, Missouri. A check for $250.
I'm Michelle Ricketts with Post 5468, Eureka, Missouri, and we have a check for $100, and our auxiliary representative is here too.
I'm Tim Collins with Auxiliary 5468, Eureka, Missouri, and I have a check for $100 for the parade of checks to the National Home, and also for the Santa Shop, a check for $200.
Andy just signed up to be a life member.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Susan Kelb from VFW and Auxiliary Post 5925, Lincoln, Missouri, and we brought 7 bags of blankets for anybody here that would love to use them, and plus a bag of crocheted, I think, slippers.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dwight Sandine, Post Commander at Post 2025, Rolla, Missouri. Also D2 Senior Vice. D2. At our last Council of Administration, we had a little bar area in the hotel give us to utilize, so I played bartender and wouldn't give them their beer back or their drinks because I put it all behind the bar of the people for the hospitality, and I charged them tips for the National Home and collected $46 to give back their booze.
Thank you. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm Marilyn Archuleta. I'm the State National Home Chairman for the state of Missouri. And I'm proud to bring all of these Missouri folks up with me on the bus. In the state of Missouri, we're kind of unique, as you may or may not know, but I'll tell you why. Because our chairman, we like to work together. There's always strength in numbers and good things in numbers. At all of our C of A's, at our department meetings, resource fairs. This is our Joe Kershey, our POWMIA chairman for the state of Missouri. We work together. I have a national home table. Joe's right there with me with his POWMIA table. He sells T-shirts, POWMIA mugs. We get National Home Cups, National Home things to sell. So we work together to raise funds for the National Home. Okay? And then so far, here, Joe, I'm going to let you tell them what you got. And we work together.
Okay, well, first off, all these checks I got in my hand today are going to be in memory of the folks we lost down in our way in Missouri. This past year we lost Tom, my little brother Mel, Deborah, so all these checks are in memory of them. District 8 Riders, $100. Our post in Deloge, $470. That mysterious table that she talks about in passing the hat, my personal check for $1,126.
And at the end, and I have my personal check for the National Home for $500. Thank you. Thank you.
It still spins the same.
I'm Bob Johnson from Post 4409. I got something like $1,400.
Give it right there. Thank you very much, sir.
I remember you and Harry Truman.
Yeah.
You don't know. Okay.
Give that back.
Hello, I am Kimberly Cleveland. I'm from Post 3118 Auxiliary in Pleasant Hill, Missouri, and I brought a personal donation of 300 pairs of socks for the home.
Good morning. I'm Jerome Cummins, commander of 2365 Woodson Terrace, Missouri, and I bring you my personal check, $100.
Hello, I'm Diana Ward, Department of Michigan President, Auxiliary President. We did a challenge at our fall conference this year with the Post, and the Post raised about $300 in their hat, and we got $1,050. So there'll be a check coming to National Home, checks in the mail, for $1,300.
Thank you. Good morning again.
Good morning, everyone. It's so great to see you. We have a check, my husband and I, Paul Kriebel, have a check for $500 to get the 2025 100th anniversary kicked off.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning. My name is Mike Rue, out of Memphis, Tennessee, Post 684. I'm the newly elected district trustee, and I have the honor of serving as trustee in the next 6 years. And Sue put me at the back of the line. She told me, since she knew, go to the back of the line. But on behalf of the veterans and the auxiliary of Post 684, I'd like to present a check for $1,000. And this brings our total over the last 13 years to $66,000 from our post.
Thank you.
Oh, one more comment, okay.
Good morning, Cooties, VFW members, departments. I'm Nate Powell, the Grand of Michigan Commander. Thank you for this opportunity. But today we are scheduled to have a raffle. I have the tickets here. I understand that Miss Annabelle is going to select the winning ticket, and from that raffle we have $300 for the National Home.
Got to get your picture taken.
So last night, I donated $500 to the National Home for 10 brand new life members, and 5 of those members are in Aurora's family.
And I would just like to thank Aurora. This young lady stands for these things over and over and over again. And sometimes she gets tired. Actually, a lot of times she does. She does so much for the National Home. If we could just put our hands together one more time for Aurora.
This is the part where the president has been looking forward to for a few weeks. At this time, Sandy, I give you the podium.
It is my privilege to install the newly elected trustees and officers of the VFW National Home. Board of Trustees President, Annabelle Ferguson. Board Vice President, Keith Jackson. Board Secretary Treasurer, Barry Wickham. Michael Rue, representing National Home, District 6. And Shirley Frias, representing National Home, District 10. Would you all please stand? Will the newly elected president touch the flag of our country? And the others, please place your left hands on the shoulder of the member in front of you. And raising your right hands, repeat after me. In the presence of God and the members here assembled, I do solemnly promise to faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of the office to which I have been elected in accordance with the articles and bylaws of the VFW National Home for Children. I do hereby promise to fulfill all the obligations of this office. Promise to fulfill our obligations of this office. So help me God. It is now my privilege to place the mantle of leadership upon you as the new officers and trustees of the National Home. Be diligent in your duties and always protective of the principles which our comrades and sisters have given us, sometimes at the cost of their lives. This privilege you enjoy brings a great responsibility. I know you will carry it well. I now declare the officers duly installed and the new trustees as members of the board. The president needs and requires the unwavering loyalty and dedication of each office and member. And I feel sure that at all times you will remember the obligation that you have taken today. Congratulations, and may you serve wisely and well. Before I give up the podium, I'm ad-libbing a little bit. Annabelle, the newly installed president, and I go back a couple of decades or two.
Don't tell her age.
I didn't. And it is an extreme honor. I know how much she looked forward to this day of being installed and serving on the National Home as the president. So Annabelle, I didn't know what to get you. We haven't traveled together in a few years. So I purchased a brick for you that says Annabelle Ferguson, Board President, 2022-2023. God bless you and the work you're about to accomplish.
Thank you, Sue. And thank you to all of you and to my fellow board members. I look forward in leading you, and that's what I'll do. It'll be us together as a team that's going to move us to a brighter future. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, Mike?
All right, we're new at this. This is the first time we've had to do this. Sissy Borrell, may you join us on stage? So I would like to start by saying, before I turn it over to Steve, that in the interview, Sissy worked me over like a rented mule. And so guess what? Payback has arrived. No. No, I'll turn it over to Steve, but I just want to say Sissy's been an excellent mentor. I know anytime I could call and ask her questions, she was always honest, sometimes brutally, but she's going to be missed on the board. It's been an interesting 6 years for her, and I'm sad that I only got to spend one. So, but I know I will see her doing powerful things around the nation. It doesn't end here, so thank you.
I have had the pleasure of working with this lady for 5 years. Last year, we had changing of the guard. We were on the phone together quite a bit. And she helped me this whole year. She's always supported me. She's supported every one of the trustees. And like Mike said, if you didn't like what she said, but she said it right. She made sure that she did everything right. We were together hiring 2 new executive directors. We've been through 3 of them in 6 years, 5 years for me. We finally, I think we got the right one. He's going to stay. So at this time, Sissy, would you, we have this here.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay.
Would you like, oh, we got one more thing. I'll set that down right here for you.
So, if you wonder how 6 years have went for Sissy Borrell, we've encased it here in photos. throughout the 6 years. We'd like to offer you this as a memory and thankful gratitude for all you've done in the last 6 years for the National Home.
Oh, gosh. The hot air balloon, right? Oh, no.
Sissy, they'd like to bring it over here.
Oh, we need the photographer
We got-
part. Doggone. Not the motion on it.
I'm going to try to make this very short. It's been a very big honor for me to serve with the board that I've served with for the last 6 years. They're wonderful people. It's opened my eyes to a lot of things because there's been 12 diverse personalities, and we didn't always agree, but we've learned to work together. So I appreciate that, and that's been wonderful. The honor came for me to be able to continue to serve for our veterans. You know, I realized that serving as a national president, that's what I did, but I was able to come on board here and continue that service for 6 more years. And when I started, I thought 6 years, man, that's a long time. But today it doesn't feel like that long. It feels like, wow, I want 6 more, you know. But our bylaws say that once you've served 6-year term, you have to go off board and you have to stay off for 6 years before you can come back. Well, I'll be dead by then. So just don't look for me back. But, you know, the question is, what will you do now, Sissy? I think I'm going to go home, if there's still a home to go to. But I do want you to know that I will continue to work for our veterans and their families, because that is an important thing that I feel like that we're all doing. And since I have 3 sons that are veterans themselves, and my family is just filled with them, then, you know, there's nothing left to do but to continue that work for the family, if nothing more. But I want to tell you that the one thing that's come out of all this has been you, my new friends, my family. And I love each and every one of you, and I will never, ever forget you. So thank you for everything that you've given me, the memories you've given me, and the love and support you've given me. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
I was pretty sure I was going to cry, and I didn't. Well, thank you. And now, I'd like to take the opportunity to talk a little smack about Steve Van Bergen. Steve was the board president when I was hired, so we got about 10 months together. And one thing about Steve that I learned quite quickly, we don't Zoom anything. And he just as soon talk on the phone as to send emails and so on. So I probably saved about 20 text messages from Steve that said, I hate to bother you, but I got something I want to talk to you about. And so I appreciate that about him, but he's never bothered me. He's never bothered me once. When he sends me a message, we get on the phone and we work through issues together. And he's been an excellent president for me. We both have some things in common, brevity, efficiency, and that's been helpful to me as the director, knowing that his wishes were the way he wanted meetings run, the way he wanted documents prepared, and he really made it easy to be his executive director while he was president. And so it's a short time, and I wish we could have had a full year or maybe longer, but Steve's another one. He's going to be here for another year, and I'm sure we'll have a margarita or two down at the Post after this day is over. And so, Steve, with that, thank you so much for being an excellent president for me in my first year in my baptism by fire over the last 10 months. And with that, we got a couple of gifts for you. The hammer.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Okay. Well, this is the part where everybody gets to do once. It's been an honor being the president this past year. It didn't start out the greatest. Excuse me. We didn't have an executive director. We only had 11 trustees. That's not a good way to start your year. But through cooperation with fellow trustees and all the directors, all the employees of the home, thank you. You made the transition easy. I didn't have to come here too often. Although last year I think it was 9 trips here to Eaton Rapids. I got a lot of frequent flyer miles. I enjoyed the year. It's a great ride, but it's going to be nice to sit in the background and say, I never did it that way. Thank you. Thank you. Would the board president please come forward? This is your part. You're the new one.
All right. Is there anything, do I ask him if there's anything further or just adjourn it? Okay, at this point, I guess I get to adjourn the meeting. So I have no gamble, so we are adjourned.